Okay, Cerberus hath been petted. All exclamation marks have been right bumpered. And now we are going to begin run 1. So this is where the game begins proper. Quote unquote proper. The mirror here is, as I mentioned before, a place where you can spend your darkness. So greater reflex. I was talking about that extra dash in the last session, so let's just go straight for that. We'll also have the option to start unlocking weapons.
Okay.
I haven't got enough keys yet to unlock anything except the bow, and I think I kind of want to hold on to that for now. Haven't unlocked any artifacts yet, or keepsakes as the game calls them. So what are you thinking? I'm thinking just another vanilla sword run. See how we do. Try and get a few more keys. See if I can unlock the spear. I think it's called Coronacht. Either way, we need keys.
Ready as I'll ever be. Thunder.
Right. Okay, Zeus. Zeus has some pretty good boons. A lot of chain damage and AoE damage, and what I call incidental damage, like little things such as, like, when you dash you produce a projectile. You can't really build a whole attack strategy around it, but if you're dashing a lot then you're going to generate projectiles and do little bits of damage here and there to enemies. So that's what I mean by incidental damage. So I took the cast upgrade, and as you can see it's doing work. The cast is now actually kind of helpful in that it's doing a lot of damage to enemies in the room, and then I can just sweep in and finish them off with the sword. So cast upgrades really helpful. The vanilla cast not so much, but the vanilla cast can be made to be helpful by the mirror. And also you're going to have to probably stick a few keys in the mirror to make that work as well. I'm just trying to get him onto the trap plate. Never mind. He still died. That's the key thing. He's dead. I'm not. Well, he's dead again. Okay. Ares. Ares has some good stuff. Doom. Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to go with Curse of Pain. What that basically does is when I attack an enemy, it sticks a counter on them. When the counter hits 0, they take extra damage. So it's a bit like, if you remember in Run 0, I talked about the Artemis's boon, where cast does a similar thing. The cast does a lot more damage when it's dropped out of the enemy than it does going in. So similar thing there. So I'm just going to attack that guy and knock the Doom on him. Or not, as the case may be. Is the Doom not working? Oh, it was on the special. Yeah, there we go. So you can see I hit him with the special, and then after a brief time, an extra 60 damage comes in. So I can hit them both, get out, and there we go. So this sort of Ares run's really good for hit and run. Get in a few hits, get out, let the Doom do its work. So I am going to continue with that. I'll get another Ares boom. The gods tend to synergize with themselves, but it's by no means universal that they'll do so. And some of the Olympians obviously synergize better with others. Ooh, completely whiffed on the cast, but fortunately I just need to pick it up again. There we go. Much better.
In the name of Hades.
Right, what are we looking at here? Your dash creates a blade rift where you started after slaying a foe. Do inflicts more damage. I'll go with the dash because incidentals. Spawners! Get rid of the spawners first, and always. So I hit Doom on that one, then went to hit the other one and come back and finish that one off after the Doom's gone through. So you can see here how the poms work. We're just going to go with that one. It'll be a lot more helpful again if I had certain mirror upgrades. You don't need to collect the cast, by the way. Whenever you leave a room, the game doesn't do any sort of little gotchas like that. When the room's safe and when you leave the room, you pick up everything. You can miss things. So for example, later on in the game there is an upgrade where you can certain urns, these little urns in the background, like these here, some of them will drop coins. So you've got to keep an eye out for the ones that are going to drop coins because they look a bit more innate. Or you can just hope that you pick them up over the course of the chaos of the fight. Either way is going to work. There are also wells that you can use, which are like mini shops. And again, if you clear the level before you use them, but if you miss them, you get no warning that, hey, there's a shop back here you might want to visit before you leave. So you do have to keep your eyes open. The lightning effects make foes jolted. That's going to help with crowd control a bit more. Alright, so I've got a really nice little crowd control sort of cast here. I could do with having more charges on my cast, but I can deal with it. I can launch that, and the jolt effect means that enemies cause damage to other enemies near them over time. So if you can get clusters of enemies together and hit them with the cast, not only are you going to do a lot of damage as the cast bounces around them, you are also going to do even more damage as the jolt effects cause them to start inflicting damage on each other. And the cast itself is now strong enough to one-shot those witches, which is really nice. That's a good threshold to be at.
All mine.
More darkness. Character encounter. So these character encounters vary depending on the level. Here in Tartarus you meet Sisyphus.
Well, you know.
Again, I'm going to be skipping through these just to save oh, I didn't mean to pick that up. I didn't realise it was going to go that quickly.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, he gives you healing, darkness, or obols, and then mashing the A button, I screwed up and picked something I didn't need. Ah well. Do as I say, not as I do. Get Doom into play a bit. Especially on the bigger guys. The skulls have such little health it isn't really worth going for. There we go, there's one of those wells I mentioned.
Let's see what's in here.
Ooh, that could be nice. Yeah, we'll go with that. I'll make a buy on that. I don't like going to the shop unless I've got at least 125 obols, so... meh.
Oh no.
Alright, so we've got a survive room now. But you know what? Just surviving is merely boring, so let's see how much death I can inflict in the meantime, or re-death, or trans-death, or... I'm not sure. It's a... Ooh. Meta-death? Intra-death? Sweating the nomenclature, man. Whoa. Okay. Don't want to take damage. That's not part of the deal. I didn't agree to take damage, I just agreed to dish it out. How long? 14 seconds. Whoa, shit. There we go. Very nice. Cast is being very helpful in taking out those spawners as well. Health up. Obols or health? I'd normally go obols, but I'll go health. I'm early in the game at the moment. I haven't got all of my bag of tricks, so I haven't unlocked everything that I'm used to. We'll go with health just to play a bit more conservatively. Woo! Yeah, there we go. Make that special work. Where's the last one? Come on. Oh, there he is. Oh, bugger. Performance anxiety. All been there, mate. That was greedy on that last one. I should have just hit it with a regular attack and not the special.
That'll keep me going for a bit.
Live and learn. Alright, we'll go with the Pom again. I got enough to buy a boon from the shop, but...
Power of the gods.
Let's just see if we can... Okay, yeah. More damage on the boom. Okay, boss fight. So I want to mix things up a little bit more now. I need to use the basic attacks to get some damage in, but I need to get the specials in to use the Doom, and the Doom is probably what's going to really help me rack stuff up. So, oh, these blade rifts aren't going to hurt either. Just need to remember her attack patterns. Well, I'm not really sure on her attack patterns, but yeah, things like that little leap into the air that she does just before she does a big AoE sweep in her immediate vicinity. don't believe stacking Doom tokens doesn't do anything unless you have another certain boon, so careful not to get too on. Oh, come on, Meg. Ooh. I don't know why, for some reason I thought those were my cast, even though I've only got one. I really should eat before recording these runs. It'll probably help a lot. I think I'm getting more damage in on her just by doing the regular attacks than I am mucking about with the Doom. Ooh. Slightly misdodged. Yeah, a bit more cautious. Minimize the amount of shit damage and screwed with as well. Blade rifts. Get ground where necessary. Oh! Dash out of nowhere. Well, did better than on run 0. Still got a fair amount of upgrades to unlock, and I never claimed to be any sort of god at this game.
Cheers for that, Meg.
Sorry. Okay, let's do a quick clear up here then. So we'll see Hypnos.
Yeah, I hope so.
Again, you can pause the video if you really want to see these, but until we actually start getting some nectar that we can use to trade, there isn't a whole lot to do here. Zagreus and Hades. Okay, so we've got the contractors up. Contractor lets us spend gems, which we haven't got any of yet, but we can add a fountain chamber to Tartarus for a bit more healing. Basically, about midway through the Tartarus level, which we've not passed yet, there will be a fountain which can be used to heal up, which probably sounds very familiar to players of something called, I don't know, Sedels? Dread Cells? Something like that? I'm not sure. Either way, I hear it's a pretty good game. So again, we've got to finish with the most important thing. Let's pet Cerberus.
Don't bite my arm off. Deal?